Good afternoon. I'm going to be speaking about how to feel loved. But before we start, raise your hand if you would like to feel more love in your life. I thought so. I don't know anybody that wouldn't mind having a little bit more of that. Well, let me tell you a story. It has a happy ending. It's my marriage. We've been married 39 years, and it's been great for quite a long time, but it did not start out that way. I was we had a nice wedding. My husband is Jewish background, and we had lox and bagels at the reception, and it was a lot of fun. And then we went on the honeymoon. There was no romance, none, and decisions were made that made life very boring, and I was not happy. We got home, and 2 more weeks into it, I was miserable. I recall driving to work one day just sobbing. Tears were running down my cheeks, and I was screaming. What have I done? How could I have committed my entire life to this guy? My life is ruined. I was miserable. And most people in this situation would end up in divorce. But I didn't want that. I'd had enough of being lonely, and I didn't want to be lonely again. I don't want that for any of you either. I don't want you to have to feel the loneliness that's when there's no love in your life. And I don't want you to have go through a divorce. 33% of people that go through divorce, and they wish they didn't do it. And then there's the disconnect. A lot of people feel socially disconnected. Others feel like a fiasco, that they're a failure themselves. And we all know if there's children involved, it's a disaster. I don't want that for any of you. I don't want you to have to go through your life with those feelings of nobody cares. But where do we start? You don't start with the humans in your life. You don't start with the people with whom you're in relationship with. You start in the spiritual realm. You start by knowing that you are loved by a being that's in the heavens, the source of love. I call that God. In fact, in the scriptures, there are 3 places where it specifically states that God proved his love for us by sending his son to die for us. You start with understanding the love that's in the universe is for you and that you are loved. That's where you start. Because love itself is not the feeling. In fact, love is commanded. Love your neighbors yourself. Love one another. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Those are commandments. You can't command a feeling. Let's try it. Okay, everybody, freak out. Be afraid. Come on. You're laughing at me. Maybe some of you are downright disgusted. But you can't command a feeling. But love is commanded. You see, feelings are not a result of your circumstances. Feelings are a result of how you think. That's why you have to start with understanding and believing that the source of love has great love for you. From there, you bask in that. You grab it. You accept that. And you change. Your mannerisms change. Your reactions change. Your language changes. You become someone new. You literally become love. That's amazing. And from there, things rearrange. There's times where Ron and I have been out walking in the woods and I'll just suddenly burst out, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. And it's genuine. It's real. I've been living this for years. And you can do this too. If you'd like to know more about our story, I wrote a book. It's called Escaping Loneliness in Marriage. 5 Crucial Concepts to Feel Loved in a Volatile Marriage. Remember, you can have those wonderful feelings of knowing you're in love, of being cared for. You don't have to be excluded. It's for you to have those feelings of being in love and knowing that someone cares for you. Thanks for listening.